Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me for video 2. There's a lot of information in here, you guys. You're not going to want to miss this. Let's go. All right, the Lioness. They have made it into the official final of the Women's World Cup. So Prince William, who we know loves football, went on the official, Twitter account for him and his wife, and he sent a message to them congratulating them. He said, "What a phenomenal performance for the Lioness, and on to the final." He also wrote, and I'm reading right from it, "Commiserations to Bank Matilda. You've played brilliantly and have been fantastic co-hosts of the World Cup." Okay, so here we go. The big thing that's happening now, the big thing is that he and his wife are off on summer break. And now people are upset because they want William to come back from break to go watch the game. That's essentially what's happening. Now, William is president of the Football Association, but there are several reasons why he's not going. Number one, the man works year-round and he's on vacation with his family, okay? Number two, being the big climate change person he is, he's concerned about flying across the world for what initially would be, or it appears to be like for 2 days, and what that would do to the environment. In other words, he's putting his money where his mouth is, unlike, Harry, who gets on these private jets at the drop of a hat. And Minister Sunak is also not going to be going. So they're saying that it is a long way to go, but Australia hasn't seen him since Charles went to the throne, and, they just feel like he should step up and go. I get it. He's on summer break. He already does so much. I get it. All right, moving on. Now, we're moving on to this next story. This is something that myself and other YouTubers already noticed, and we've been talking about for an extended period of time. Suddenly, everybody wants to know where's Meghan's engagement ring, because we know in the past she was constantly posing with her hand up because you had to be able to see the ring. Look at my ring. Look at my ring. Suddenly, the ring is gone. Okay, we noticed it when she was walking across the parking lot, merching those Newcom patches, okay? Here's a closer up look at her hand. She's still wearing a thin gold band, which we think is the Welsh gold band that she was given, and then a little tiny band of diamonds. That was like a push gift. But we also noticed it back when her birthday came and she was seen leaving the restaurant. She had the same 2 rings on, and the engagement ring was missing. Everybody's noticed it. I don't know why people weren't talking about it before. Now, for those of you who didn't notice, on June 18th, she was seen walking across the parking lot, and her engagement ring was missing then as well. Several of us noted that it was gone. Let's also not forget, back when she was hiking, and that took place in May, she wasn't wearing her engagement ring then either. And this was all during the talk of them having marital problems and possibly living separately. So in the meantime, this picture comes up on Instagram, and suddenly everybody's like, wait a minute. Her wedding ring is, her engagement ring is gone. Yeah, we've all noticed it. You guys are a little behind. Now, for those of you who missed it, her ring was also missing when she attended the Miss Foundation Women of Vision Awards back in May. I mean, this ring has been gone now for like 3 months. So it's not being upgraded because it doesn't take 3 months to upgrade. Here's my question, and I don't know if this goes with it or not. Would that be considered private property she was given? Or if there's an issue, is she required to return the ring because the diamond belonged to Diana? Do you know what I'm getting? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's my question. Does that belong to the crown? Therefore, they had to take it back when things went sour with them. I don't know about that one, but it was just a thought process. Okay. Now, of course, she's merching products, which I'm sure will show up on the TIG, right? This is part of the whole new thing that she's doing. She's wearing a necklace that was over 2,000 pounds. You guys, like, come on, my goodness. I mean, who's going to buy that kind of necklace? This is her problem. Her target audience are people who can't afford. Remember, in this economy, people were doing the heat or eat in the wintertime, but who's going to have money for that? Now, moving on, a blind item came out that basically said since Harry is not fawning over Meghan and giving her the attention, she said that she loves that Harry's been out of town because she's going out every day, which is true. We've seen it every day. And she supposedly also made the statement that she likes the paps coming to her instead of her having to go into LA. Who is she kidding? It's backward, dial a pap. Now, another blind item came out, just which I thought was interesting. And basically it says that, and this is Paris Hilton. She apparently has proof she used to hang out with either William or Harry. She talked about it a lot and said she slept with him, but no one knows which one. I mean, I think we all know it was Harry. Ugh. Okay, moving on. Now, next up, an article came out saying that William and Catherine must not forget and forgive what Harry and Meghan did. I completely agree. That's what Tom Bowers said. Because let's face it, Harry and Meghan have said awful things about William and Catherine. They've said horrible things about their children. They've trashed William's legacy. And I agree. A simple apology isn't going to cut it. They are doing nothing but harm. Why should William and Catherine forgive them? It literally is an abusive relationship where William and Catherine are the ones being abused. All right, we are finishing up with this gentleman. And for those of you who don't recognize him, that is Jack Royston. That is the Newsweek reporter who's working with Christopher Boozy. This is the gentleman that did the podcast with Christopher Boozy where he admitted that he's contacted behind the scenes advertisers to try to get them to pull their ads from the accounts that Christopher Boozy has deemed as hate accounts. So anyway, he goes online as a royal correspondent and listen to what he had to say.
Monarchy has a massive problem waiting down the line. Is a kind of time bomb waiting to go off, which is that, sure, Camilla and Charles are popular among older British people, but 18 to 24-year-olds have swung quite hard against monarchy in the years after Oprah. That's fired the starting gun on a crisis that is brewing slowly. As recently as January, in the aftermath of Harry's book, 52% of 18 to 24-year-olds favoured abolishing the monarchy. Now, this is new. It might feel like young people are a bit more radical than older people, but it didn't used to be this way. And it's a problem that the royals are going to have to deal with.
Did you catch what he said? This is going on since the Oprah interview, which was proven to be mostly lies. This has been going on since Harry's book, which has been proven to be mostly lies. This is damage Harry and Meghan have done, and they've done it intentionally. But what this man hasn't considered is that when Charles is gone, William's going to step up to the plate, and people there love William. The monarchy's not going anywhere. All right, you guys, you know what I want. Put those comments below and make them good. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you've already hit that button, double check and make sure you're still subscribed. Don't forget to go into the description box. You'll find the links to my Twitter, my Getter, my Rumble, my email, and a physical address. For those of you who've donated to my coffee fund or through the thanks button, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.